Today, we're talking about a very special subject. Let me put you in the shoes of me about 4 years ago. So you've moved to a new place, and you're talking to some new friends, and they mention this game called Pokemon. And so you start having a look around, and you find the game, and you find this cool book that comes with it. All about how to play the game, how to complete it, and how to get all the secrets and all the Easter eggs. Basically, a guidebook. Yes, denizens of YouTube, today I am talking about guidebooks. Hello everybody, it's Josh to the Yoshi. Welcome to a new video. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been focusing on quarantine school, and that's had its troubles. But today I'm talking about something that's very near and dear to my heart. A little thing called a guidebook. Now, some of you may be a little uncultured among my viewers, may be asking, well, what is a guidebook? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Sometimes a company will write a book on how to complete their games. And sometimes they get another company to do it. I'll get to them later. Now, on the surface, it may seem just a bit simple, this is how to play the game. Yes and no. Yes, there is a walkthrough aspect to it, but I like to think of it as probably the best merchandise for a game. Let me explain. It is a book that you can carry with you throughout the entire world, on a plane, in a sewer, fighting ratmen, anywhere. And they are an in-depth and loving book that is basically your ultimate guide to the game and all of it. So you can fully appreciate it for what it is. Sometimes it's just a book, and sometimes you get like a collector's edition, and some of them have hardcovers and concept art and a little bit of what I like to call interviews. Now, the interviews are very fun to read. It's not really a book you read all the way through and you finish like a normal book, like a novel. You kind of go in, if you're having trouble with a certain part of a game, you just read about it. You have little tidbits, especially for RPGs. I love it for RPGs. Which brings me to the two games, or one in particular that I've bought a lot of guides for. Alright, first let's get out there. Pokemon is a huge part of my life. It spawned some of my favorite characters, some of my greatest memories, and some of my best friendships. And I'll always be thankful for it. Which is why I have one book in particular that I hold a lot of love for. And it's the Sun and Moon guide. It's not just any Sun and Moon guide, it's the limited edition one. It's a hardcover, it's 4 years old, it's really beaten up. And I've also got a secondary book that Pokemon also makes, just like the games, called Pokedex. It just shows you all the Pokemans and what they do, what their movesets are, that kind of stuff. And even to this day, even though I've lost the game, because I lost my 3DS to the passages of time, I have no idea where it's gone. It makes me very sad. I know, but I have something special for that, which I'll get to later in the video. It's just, Pokemon it's a very big thing, some of them. look at you, Pokemon X and Y. Most of them, okay, some of them have challenges, especially the gyms or the trials, as they're called in Sun, Moon, and Ultra Sun and Moon. Sometimes you don't get. And yes, you could just search up a walkthrough on YouTube, and I love walkthroughs. Shouts to Munching Orange, Purple Rodri, and Abdallah Smash 026. They're the main lads. They're the best. It's just, they're really fun, but it doesn't really beat just having a book and reading about exactly what you have to do. Like, sometimes you watch a walkthrough and you're like, how the hell did they do that? Even though you watched it. It's why I've never completed the DLC for Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, even though I love the game. But that's a subject for another day. It's just, yeah, it's really interesting for the guidebooks, and I suggest you get them if you're going to replay them. And then we got the second one, we got Yokai Watch. Yokai Watch, it's a slightly newer thing. It came out, the second games, specifically Yokai Watch Bony Spirits for me. I remember playing it alongside Pokemon Sun after I finished that game. I loved it. It was the best. And I'm trying to get back into it, which brings me to the real reason I made this video. I've created something known as the 2DS plan. Now, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to try and get the 2DS. And then get all the new 3DS kind of Pokemon games. Or as Pokemon Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, and Pokemon X and Y. Those 4 games, because they were my childhood, and I love those. Well, not childhood, but, primary school years, a lot of that. And also get all the Yokai Watch games, because they're all on 2DS and 3DS, even though they should be ported to Switch, because I love them. They have been ported in Japanese, but it takes a very long time for it to... They have to translate all of it and then send it back. It takes a bit of time, which is a bit sad. And I'm going to get the guides for all the games. And this is where you guys come in. Once I do this, I plan to do either like a walkthrough kind of thing, not like record it, do it Jaden animation styles, like talk about what happened, not really show pictures because I'm not that good at editing or drawing. I do that, and I might even do it, and I'll do a Nuzlocke for both, and I can also talk about that if you guys would be interested. So yeah, that's why I'm talking about guidebooks. I've got another video idea. Sorry it took so long for this one to come out. If the video seems a little weird, it's because I just kind of thought of the idea and did it, because I wanted to be a little bit active on my YouTube account. So, yeah. Until next time, Yoshios and Bromios, have a good day. And remember to have fun. Peace.